Hello there! We return to Lake Mac with our land exploring adventure in mind.
We are out with the wind, Sorin and Ana sailing around the world aboard sailing yacht Mehalah, an Oyster Mariner 35. We are both eager to make the most of this once-in-a-lifetime adventure at sea and on land. We are very keen to share this with you.
We knew exactly what type of car we needed for our Outback adventure, but we couldn't afford it. So, we had to settle for a good old BMW. Not your typical camper one.
Now that we bought a car, we had to figure out what else we'd need for a self-sufficient living in the wild.
The best way to figure this out was to get hold of a rooftop tent, which we purchased second-hand locally, and to go on camping trips around the Hunter Valley.
The rooftop camping was a new and exciting experience for us. We felt like children playing in a treehouse. Putting the tent up and taking it down was easy peasy.
Once we had the basic needs covered, we adventured in our first camping trip, leaving Mehalah at anchor on Lake Mac. A risky move, with the ever-changing wind direction, as we were about to find out.
It didn't take long to realize that with all the crawling creatures around, the rooftop tent was exactly what we needed. Surely, most wandering creatures wouldn't have been dangerous, but they were definitely creepy.
Some of the basic camping needs, like food and hygiene, are obvious. Some aren't, like the energy consumption and how to cater for it. We ended up purchasing, again second-hand, a battery bank, which along with the solar panels will allow us to run and charge all our electronics whilst on the move.
Emus, along with kangaroos, are endemic to Australia and therefore Australian emblems.
Back in the days, in an attempt to stop the emus wrecking their crops, the farmers started the short-lived Emu War. Despite an impressive number of weapons and ammunition being employed for the task, thanks to their fast movements, the emus won every battle. The farmers had no choice but to surrender.
We are camping and look what visitor we've got. There are 15 species of goannas or monitor lizards in Australia. The goannas, one of favorite Aboriginals' food, is considered a delicacy amongst native Australians. This was our first encounter with a slick-moving creature, but there were numerous other encounters to follow. Like that one. Hey, Sorin! We made it! We made it!
We made it to the top of the rock, and now...
It was not easy, but we made it! I'll show you in a minute what we put our car through, and it's just fine.
Thanks to the pilot, you mean?
That's true. Thanks to the pilot.
Not over yet.
Oh my god. This is the type of terrain you need to drive through in order to access some of the campsites. So a 4x4 would help, wouldn't it, Coco?
Yeah. Misled by the seller, we had bought our car with some errors on the dashboard. One of them was related to the 4x4 function. We were now testing our vehicle's capabilities. To start with, it did not disappoint.
I'm sitting on top of the world, just rolling along, just rolling along, and I'm quitting.
We are not crazy about wine, but as it happens, our neighboring region, Hunter Valley, is renowned for its vineyards. We ended up exploring some of its very old wineries, dating back to the 1800s.
In our wanderings, we also visit neighboring quaint settlements where we connect with really nice locals. Hearing about our upcoming road adventure, one local we briefly meet in Brooke gifts us a nosy road map. With scarce internet coverage around Australia, once we were on the road, the map came in very handy. Trying to figure out why we could not erase the errors on the car dashboard, despite doing everything we could, we drive our new acquisition to the BMW dealer in Sydney.
Apart from a couple of free Nespressos and some eye-watering window shopping, our visit to BMW proved fruitless. It would have cost us an arm and a leg to fix the errors. After tying up some loose ends, we catch up with our Sydney friends and return north with our sick puppy via the Blue Mountains.
The Blue Mountains, just over an hour driving west from Sydney, are a waterfall lover's paradise. The numerous waterfalls, along with the Three Sisters mountain formation, attract over 4 million visitors a year.
Wentworth Falls is one of these majestic waterfalls in the heart of the Blue Mountains. The surrounding rainforest-covered walking tracks are awe-inspiring. Dramatic sandstone cliffs rise high above the tracks, dwarfing us. These tracks offer views of the waterfall from every angle.
Building these walking tracks over 100 years ago involved cutting steps down the sheer cliff face by a crew of only 4 workers, known as the Irish Brigade. It must have been a job and a half.
Back on Lake Mac, when the weather was good, we would be tempted to take Mehalah out for a spin.
But to get Mehalah ready for sailing was a lengthy endeavor. Hence, our sailing on the lake was at best sporadic.
The feeling of gliding on the flat waters of the lake was priceless.
About a week ago, we had a short family meeting if we should go sailing this weekend. We have checked the weather, we've planned the route, we've done all our research, and here we are, doing it at 9.6 knots of wind, downwind. It took us how long?
It took us 3 hours to prepare the boat for a 1.5 hour sailing on a lake.
Well, we don't know if it's gonna take us 1.5 hours or 4 hours the way we're going, but hey, we're in no rush. All we gotta do is arrive somewhere, pick up a mooring buoy or tie up to a pontoon, chill out, put some sun cream on, and hit the fridge.
Yep.
Not literally hit the fridge.
Despite all our prayers, the weather was not always good, especially with the winter just around the corner.
Once we felt well equipped for our land adventure and the time of the year was right, we leave Mehalah tied to a buoy on the lake, we fill our BMW to the brim and we set off.
So we're getting ready for our road trip, and the dinghy is absolutely
We've been getting ready for months.
the car is already full. We need to get in the car, and all these bags need to get into the car. We will see how that's going to work. Some of the many bags and items we've been carrying from the boat to our locomotion for a big long trip, 6,000 kilometers in Australia. So what do normal people usually do when they go on a road trip? They hire a motorhome or a caravan, they put their luggage and off they go on their adventure. What do? We buy a small family car and fill it up to the brim and the roof with everything we need, everything we think we need anyway. Yes, a small mobile, very fast camper van. So here we are. We're gonna have to fill up the water cans and put more bags. We might extend the roof up a bit because I don't think we'll get everything in. But we will go in, right?
Let's see how it goes.
Right.
Almost ready to leave.
In the next episode, we explore the bottom of a 50 million years old seabed, now known as the Great Outback, a unique sense of limitless and freedom.
Part of the quality control is the erector needs to test it.
Perfect.
Very stressful. Thanks for watching our video.
If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe, comment, give us the thumbs up and share.